Hello everybody. I have really troubles with my phone memory, a lot. I mean, it's been half an hour trying to make a video, so let's see. This is very first video in English, and it's also new moon in Capricorn. And the new moon in Capricorn is very first new moon in the lunar calendar, new lunar calendar. So I hope today and upcoming days you are going to focus on your dreams and on new steps in your life forward, I hope, and allow yourself today or tomorrow or any other day express even a little part of your new self. Okay? And I'm going to talk about feelings. Why about feelings and what they truly are? Because feelings are the main thing which connects our inner world with outer. I mean, they are connected, but the feelings are something what makes us in the pure contact with outer world, and as we everybody know, we can get very easily attached through the feelings. The feelings itself is totally fine, but the thing what is presenting us is the attachment to the feeling, and that's all the repeating cycle we do all the time, that we get attached to those feelings. And the attachment we get because we crave after the pleasant ones, or we trying to avoid the unpleasant ones, and both sides is an attachment. Okay, an attachment is, that means we tend to react. We react by craving, or we react by aversion. And so what we need to do is to find the middle way, how to not get stalked, but also not ignoring the pleasant things or unpleasant things. Okay, we need to find the exact point where we are free to decide if we react or not. Then if we want to react, how we react, how the reaction will be. So the feelings, the attachment to the feelings makes us prisoner of our own prison. And of course, it's very much more easy to realize that we are in the prison of negative feelings. But it's very tricky to realize that we are in the prison of pleasant feelings and situations. I'm sure many of us could experience how is it to be in prison of negative feelings, emotions, or situations. But many of us could also experience like we were catched by so much ecstatic joy, and so much love somehow produced, in any situation. Some very pleasant experiences makes us feel so much happiness and so much joy, but exactly and in this moment we are losing a control, and we getting like catched again. And once we feel so good and so happy, we want more, and we like crave after this, and we going again out of the balance, getting in the cycle, craving after craving after craving, and not even realizing it, because there is a confusion that if everything goes softly, nicely, and we feel happy, we think this is a balance. But this is not the truth. we are actually out of the balance because the balance is that whatever comes, pleasant, happy moment or unpleasant, we fully observe them, we fully enjoy them, but we do not get attached to any of those. That's the balanced middle way. And it sounds very easy, but it's so difficult. Why? Because as a human being, we have 5 senses that we know: looking, hearing, tasting, smelling, touching. And these 5 amazing tools can be really the biggest problem if we are not using them the way it's good for us. Because when you see, we connect with the world through the senses, which creates a feeling in our body. Okay, emotional body or physical body, we feel some feeling according, thanks to senses. So if we have all surrounding objects, this make me happy, this make me angry, this I like, this I don't like. Okay, the problem of all is the I, but about this I'm going to talk another time. Now let's talk about the feeling and what they are. So I see some situation, it makes me feel very uncomfortable, upset, disappointed, and I'm trying to go away from this or trying to ignore it, but there is the feeling, you know. So then we try to avoid the feeling, not the situation anymore, but the feeling. And it's not possible, right? It's even worse when we're trying to not see it, ignore it, avoid it. It's even more powerful. It takes more control over us. And now let's say, for example, there is something out there and it creates a really sensation in our body. Let's say about fear and anger are very powerful ones, so we can even feel them in our body. For example, me, when I feel the fear, I feel burning here. Okay, burning. Maybe somebody when is angry can feel like heating, even getting red. So what the feeling, what the sensation is in the body, as we are from 5 elements, and everything what we see is actually 5 elements. So the sensation in the body, for example the burning, is just biochemical reaction of those 5 elements in the interaction with the outer object, which can be a relation, person, situation, job, whatever is there, okay, or a broken phone. So that's the biochemical reaction in our body, and we identify ourselves with this so much that we're going again to the prison, and there start all these old patterns and bad patterns of our mind, creating a sceneries, a thoughts. And as long as it is only thought or a scenery, it's still okay, we can work with this. We can always work with this, you know, but it's just a pity that we many times we leave it go so far that it manifests, and then we are so surprised like how these things out there can happen to me, but because we are not aware of this process. And as long as we will be attached and identifying ourselves with those sensations, with those feelings, and believe them so fully, we will be still keeping in the cycle and repeating the history just in different colors. So we need to find a way how to liberate ourselves from those attachments, even the good ones or bad ones. I'm not saying to ignore anything what is coming, you know, or like to stop feeling. Not at all. It's just the way how we feel it. So what I'm saying is like anything can come. It can be so happy moment, like so joyful. And you know, everybody like butterflies comes and vibrating all the body, pulsing, 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 so much alive we feel when something good happening. But the work is to get to the point where we totally feel it and we are so grateful to experience this thing, but we do not get blind and stuck inside, because then from very happy moment we turning to the suffering because we're losing the balance again. Oh, my neck. Okay, so there is many ways how to liberate yourself from those attachments after pleasant or unpleasant things. Because actually, what from my own experience, I think that the only way how to keep balance is to keep detached. It doesn't mean, I repeat again myself, it doesn't mean to be ignorant, you know, or to become a cold person with no feelings. Not at all. It's totally opposite. It's totally opposite. Your heart is much more open, feeling much more intense. But why? Enjoying much more. But why? Because there is this non-identification with the objects, with the sceneries, with the situations, what they are happening out there. And one thing is one thing is the objects out there, you know, the ones we can see, touch, hear, smell, tastes. But this is not the only objects we have. There are also abstract objects, and that's our thoughts. Our thoughts. And this is even more difficult to be aware of them, to see them, and to even keep free from them, you know, to keep detached from them, because they are directly in this head. They are directly there. If we are looking outside, we can still see the boundary between something outside, and we can still have some like better opportunities to work with this. But once it's in our mind and we are not like a very aware and mindful, we just get lost, and we can be lost for lives, you know, in our mind. That for sure I was. I don't know what about you, but I was a lot, and I still I am. But actually, I finally got to the point that I understood how to at least work with this. And I want just that as many of us is possible to get free through this. There is many ways. Each of us, we can find our way how to reach the detachment from happenings, from the thoughts, from the mind, from an I. And so the feelings are nothing, just a feeling. But we give so much importance to it that we really allow to lose the truth, the balanced way. What else I would like to say about this? It would be nice if I would have you here and you could ask because there is always so much what I want to say, but I forgot. So look for a way how to get detached, how to liberate yourself from prison, even pleasant or unpleasant. I'm not saying stop being happy, stop feeling joy, or stop feeling a pain, become a cold person. I'm not saying that. Become very warm heart person. Keep doing it. Keep becoming very warm heart person, open person. Just practice the detachment. And now many of us ask how to practice the detachment if we are in endless, constant interaction with objects outside and with objects of our mind, with our thoughts. How to practice this detachment? And as I said, there's many ways, but I will share with you mine. And that was actually like I was going from extreme to extreme, from very pleasant to very unpleasant, and I still didn't understand why the pleasant cannot last longer and why this unpleasant lasts so long. And still I was like kicking myself from one to the other, and still it didn't make a sense. So I needed to really decide which way I'm gonna go to get free from all this. And for me, it's a way of meditations, specifically Vipassana. I don't know if you heard about this. Many of you maybe yes, many of you maybe not. It's okay. Shortly, I will introduce you what this practice is about. To get to the Vipassana practice, there are some more practices as a Lamrim and Shamatha, and all these Sanskrit names are very maybe confusing for you, but let's say it in like very easy way. I need to become very focused, one-pointed mind, very mindful, practice the mindfulness, practice the concentration of the mind, practice the compassion, practice the compassion towards myself, towards others, practice the forgiveness, and practicing the kindness in the meditation and as well in my daily life. And this is very objective, okay? I can talk about this another time, or if somebody is very interested, you can just text me, but this is one huge topic. I'm just telling you now, like the way to get to Vipassana practice is like really training your mind until you are able to go deeper, which is Vipassana practice. Vipassana practice allows us to experience universal truth on the experiential level. So that means that everybody know already about shadows and lights, and light, about the we should like accept our shadows, but still if we are in the game of shadow and the light, we still give some differences between how feels the shadow, the darkness, and how feels the light. But again, the key word is the feels. The feelings are still only feelings, and they are they in their nature they have no there is no preference between light and darkness. So if we are still intellectually playing this game of light and darkness, we are still stuck. So we need to go beyond that, and to see what it is in the true nature, and that makes us feel the Vipassana practice. And as I said again, there is many other practices, because Vipassana, it's not for everybody. I'm just expressing through my experience, through myself. So look for a way how to experience the universal truth on the experiential level intellectual is not enough. Yes, look for this. And I think that's all. I think that's all. I'm also like very excited to put out my meditation online, so it can be for more people. And as I am now like traveling a lot, so I can share it with you from anywhere, anytime, and I am not like focused on one place only. And so I'm getting ready all this. I just need some more time because I really want to do it with right decisions, with the right conduct and in right way, because many times in my life I did things in a not harmonious way. They didn't work out, luckily, because I don't know what would be the result. But now I really want to take it with full awareness and to do it step by step, in tune with myself, with my rhythm. So just be patient. Until then, you can find another way. This I'm talking about the group online sessions, okay? If you wish to be guided one-to-one, then do not hesitate and just contact me. I'm already working with people and guiding them one-to-one. So we are learning and teaching each other. It's a very beautiful process and I love to do it. So if you really feel you want to start immediately and you need somebody who will guide you, or you want to give a try, or you want to know more about what I do, just text me. We can have an even call for a couple of minutes. You can get to know me. You can ask the questions you want. I mean, the video call around 30 minutes, okay? I don't have like whole day to talk, but we can do this. I'm very open. And yes, so this is what I'm doing. And of course I do it and I want to do it in online form, but as well I will do it in person, and specifically in India, in Goa, where I have beautiful opportunities to spread it around. So I hope it was at least inspiring for you. Maybe it open your mind a bit, this video. And if not, then it's okay. Everything is totally fine. And the nature has its own rules, its own timing. And once we really stop trying to control it in any other way, even its feelings or happenings, if we take step back and we just watch, observe, and enjoy without an attachment, everything starts to happen itself for our highest good, supporting us and supporting those around us. So yes, that's all from me. I'm happy to share it with you, and feel free to give a feedback or whatever. I'm sending you lots of love and compassion, and wherever you are, it's totally fine. Whatever you feel, it's totally fine. Just do not ignore it, do not suppress it. Feel it, observe it. Even you can express it with full awareness, but then come back to the center. Realize where you truly are, that you are not that feeling, you are not that emotion. Feel it fully, but then come back to truth, to yourself, and let it go. Every difficulty, every situation which seems to be intense for us, in pleasant or unpleasant way, everything use as a tool to liberate yourself from the attachment to it. And it's okay if you get attached again, that's totally fine. Just realize it, come back. Okay. Have a nice day, have a nice everything. Be compassionate to yourself and be compassionate to others.